Oh damn. That was not what I meant to do. That is my non that's a personal one, not not my not my shiny only one. Yeah. I think the last time I was on my personal one, I think we were streaming trying to get shiny Zapdos. It didn't work, as you can see, but we are back. Why did I not know? It was probably because I had the thing where it's saying like, "Oh, get." That happened. Anyway, compose yourself. Me, I'm talking to me. I shall compose myself. We're here. We're ready for another chill time in Mount Moon. Because that's what we do on this stream, isn't it? We just hang around Mount Moon and we see what's going on in Mount Moon. And then we hope for a shiny Pokemon in Mount Moon. But then Mount Moon was like, no. Mount Moon keeps us trapped. Ah. Let's get this full screen for me. Let me get this full screen for me. Alrighty. So, can't believe I opened up my personal save instead of this. Like I can. That's hilarious. For me, anyway. But now Mount Moon is actually becoming a problem. You know. I thought the Zubat was going to get to us before we got down the ladder, but you know, I know about you. I know about me. And me wants to move on to the next area. And you know, I feel like now Mount Moon, you know, it's a good place between Pewter City and Cerulean City. That is not. Okay, for a minute I was like, it's those little dots. You know when it's got the blue or red, like circularness around it, and it'll have the little like dots around it. And I'm almost like, that's not shiny, right? It wasn't. But I was looking at that Paris like it might have been. The Zubat got me. I knew it happened. I would like a shiny Zubat to get me. That'd be nice. That'd be swell. Okay. So, I feel like with all the Team Rocket malarkey that will be happening in here, and also the fact that it's like a nice halfway point between like a good like iconic setting between Cerulean City and Pewter. Yeah, Cerulean City and Pewter City. Though, are they cities or are they towns? They're called cities, but they look more like towns, you know. But I feel like it's a good place to get the next Pokemon, just because of the iconic location between the first and second gym, and then also, you know, when I do get the second Pokemon, there's a lot of battles to be had. Unavoidable battles as well. To level up our second party member. Regardless of who it be. McJingleberry needs a friend. A shiny friend. But McJingleberry, a Zubat came for you. Be careful, McJingleberry. We're in a very dark cave. Now, I've said this before, but I do want whatever shiny we get. I want it. I hate the fact that as I was going to the ladder, I heard a Pokemon spawn, And now I can only assume in my head that that was the shiny. Because I can neither confirm nor deny that it was or was not. So it must have been, right? I feel like Chansey sometimes. Oh god, that means like every now and then an Onyx is going to spawn right in front of me and scare the crap out of me. So. I wonder what kind of friend McJingleberry would get along with most. I don't think Jingleberry would probably get along with the Zubat. You know, they're both poison type. Like, I feel like Jingleberry is a Nidoran, and whatever, what was it? If we get a Geodude? I feel like they won't get along as great, but maybe when like they're a Nidoking and a Golem, maybe. I feel like Clefairy, they get along. Would not get along with Paris. Hey, Gecko! Zubat came for me. How's it going? How you doing? How are you feeling about all that stuff that came out at D23? I'm sure you took a look at the Star Wars stuff. Found it hilarious. They got Ryan Gosling for Ghost Rider, and they were like, "You're not just gonna be Ghost Rider. You're gonna be a Star Wars guy too." Like, they got a star like that, and they're gonna put him to double duty work. Why not? Why not, eh? Putting double duty for the shiny. There's only 2 Pokemon spawned. Zubats! They came out of nowhere. Like, quite literally, a wild Zubat appeared. I find it funny you say you're starting your Poipole hunt shortly. I just earlier, like, I'd gotten past that point, and I was like, I'll go do that later, but I've got my save to the spot to start doing it. So I find it funny you've mentioned that. Wow, today I had the same idea. If I had a 3DS capture card, I would stream. Hi! How's it going? But yeah, Gecko, about what? See, there's a Clefairy. Don't run from me, Clefairy. Oh, don't run at me either. And I saw that they were doing a Star Wars. I think it was a series. What do you know? I only looked at it face value, just that Ryan Gosling's playing some character in it. What's it about? Yeah, that's it. Like, I've got Ultra Moon is in a spot where I can start like soft resetting for shinies, and that I need to get Ultra Sun to the same point, but it's just like it was like I couldn't be bothered, but now there's a time frame of when I need to do it. So you bought Shining Pearl? Yeah, it might have been Starfighter. That's one I've got, Shining Pearl. You play Gen 4? I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Actually, kind of hard to say. Like, so we went out to a Victorian town called Bliss Hill, and there was like an old sweet shop, and I was like, yeah, boy, get me some old sweets. And they didn't have anything I really wanted, so I was like, oh, I'll have these pear drops. And the lady said, like, these are sugar-free pear drops. Don't eat them all at once because the sweeteners will mess with your belly. And I thought, I was like, cool, bet. I'm not going to eat this bag in like 5 minutes. Cool, I'll stretch it out for a few hours. I think what she meant is stretch it out over a few days because like you're probably going to hear the gurglies in my bellies. Takes place after episode 9. Okay, cool. I'll be honest, a lot of episode 8 and 9. I don't even remember what happens in episode 9. I remember I remember a few things from 8. I don't really remember anything from 9 apart from the end and the start. Actually, everything between the start and the end, I don't remember. But I only watched it because I heard it was bad, so terrible, and I was like, let's see how bad this is. So I wasn't really soaking it in. I just remember ending the film and being like, yeah, that was bad. Okay, Jingleberry. Can you sniff out a friend? Jingleberry needs to be leading the pack, though. Ah, dude. Take the lead, McJingleberry. Sniff out your new friend. Or, maybe not friend. Maybe that's a strong word. Maybe it'll be your load bearer. Because, you know, then you're not going to have to do every battle. You'll have someone to take the load off. Do some battles you can't be bothered with. I swear I heard a Pokemon spawning somewhere. You know, when I'm just walking and then the Pokemon just like suddenly is in front of me. Yeah. I don't know why I'm making weird noises. Like, why? Why be it necessary? So that's Palpatine death, but episode 7 through 9 are not people's favourite. Yeah, true. But like, I don't know, they could do something. But yeah, they were bad. But I know obviously a lot of people did not like 1 through 3. Me not being one of them. Like 2 was bad. 2, I mean, I've only watched it the once, and I remember not really enjoying it. I think the ending was fine. The only thing I remember is like the Yoda. Was it Yoda and Dooku? And then there was like they were in the pit or the arena or whatever it was. I don't really remember anything else from the second. Oh, I remember Anakin being a weirdo. When him and what's her face? Not Palpatine. That's not her name. Padme. I remember they were chilling and he was being really weird. Pretty sure Padme had Stockholm syndrome from that whole stretch of the film. It's the only reason an relationship could be explained at all. Man, these dudes of Geos, one of them could be shiny. Maybe the Bat of Zoo, or the Ass of Power, or the, was it Fairy of Claire? Clee? Yeah, a lot of people really like the Clone Wars cartoon. I never really watched. I remember I watched some episodes, you know, like on Cartoon Network. It's on. Yeah, I'd probably watch a bit. Didn't really like, but I know a lot of people like that. So, like, again, with you saying that people like 1 to 3 because of how they stretched, I got panicked because of how they stretched, like, not stretched out, expanded upon it with other mediums. They could do that with 7 through 9. Or they could just make better films, you know? Maybe they need to realise we want good films. No. I watched a few episodes, here or there. Don't know what seasons they were from. Probably early seasons. Probably early ones. There's a Zubat that spawned somewhere. There. That's where you spawned. Kind of startled me a little bit. Oh, there's Geodudes. Beano dude. Dude, calm down. Why, did something interesting happen in Season 7? I wonder. Like, I've not seen it happen. I can't see why it can't happen. But with the Pokemon that show up with the blue rings or the red rings, they can be shiny, right? So like they have that, and it's like they instantly like shiny. They could not be shiny. Like imagine they could be, but that'd be crazy. Yeah, I suppose you've got a lot of people that are like that. I feel like that wasn't the... You need to make a snake. Why? Also, it's recent. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, my problem wasn't with the, female lead. It was everyone else around her. Like, the Boyega and Oscar Isaac's character. John Boyega, is it? And Oscar Isaac's character felt like redundant characters. Because, like, she could do everything kind of thing. She was like, the Jedi. She was a sick pilot and all that. And it was like, like with like Han, Leia, and Luke, they all had their assigned roles. It felt like she had all the role, like the whole role, and the other characters had nothing to do. I have not. I would be out of this cave. They are very aggressive. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wouldn't say that. I mean, it might. I'd say Star Wars, like the hardcore ones, are probably like it's less about the whole like it's woke and just be like it's new, it's different. like they find one thing they don't like, and it's awful. Like the hate that, like the only hate I see from about episode 1 is like, oh, Jar Jar Binks, but Jar Jar Binks is really annoying. And it was like, I mean, I'll be honest, I watched it. I was a 10-year-old kid, maybe 9-year-old kid. I thought he was wicked, but it's just like no one ever talks about anything else. Like when it's like, what's so bad about it? And it's just like, oh, Jar Jar Binks. Like no one can tell me another reason for it being bad. Oh, one thing I hated about it, actually, the video game on PlayStation 1. Oh my god. Like, I was there, I'm fighting those things, what are those ball droids that like come out and then they've got the big shields around them. Like I was facing like a couple of them and I was about to die and I saved the game and I saved it in like a save state where like as soon as I loaded the game I was dead. Hated that. I blame that on Star Wars Episode 1. It's clearly their fault. Oh, they always think they can write it better. Everyone always thinks they can write things better. Like, people don't enjoy... I mean, I feel this about... I've run into a Pokemon, I didn't see it. Pretty much everything. It's like, if it's not how you wanted it to be, then it's awful. Like, the amount of times, like, people be like, oh, I love this show. And then, like, the final season is like, oh, it's rubbish. And it's like, because you wanted it to end a certain way. And you wanted it to go this way and that way. And it went another way. And it's like, you're not the one writing this. Like, just appreciate the ride. And if you don't like it, then just you don't have to watch it again. Though, you know what I watched recently that I thought was going to be bad, but I actually really enjoyed it, was that new Masters of the Universe film, which I'm surprised was already on Prime. Like, the thing came out in June, but it didn't do very well at the box office. Star Wars anime? Do tell. Do tell. Tell me about that. Tell me about that while we try and find a goddamn second shiny so we can get out of this godforsaken cave. And I can get out the cave. I can go to the left. I can go south and like do things there, but like, oh my. At this point, I would accept a shiny Paris. I don't want a shiny Paris. I want Pokemon that have a distinctively different shiny than their regular form. Just for the cool factor. But I want something. At this point, I want something. Ah! Geodude, so many. Why are you blocking my path? Why you gotta block my path, bro? Geo bro. I could name that, man. I could name if I find a shiny Geodude, I can name it Geo Bro. Sounds like GI Bro, which is like Booker T. I can name it Booker T. Because Booker T used to be called GI Bro, and it sounds like Geo Bro. And Geodude is my Geo Bro. Could be my Geo Bro. That sounds amazing. I think soon we might step outside the cave and like try one of the Pokemon out there, maybe. Like we got outside, there's access to Rattata. I'd take Rattata at this point, man. That's how desperate I am for a Pokemon. Rattata and Spearow, I will accept them. Little series, wow, cool. Star Wars Vision, which just story by different animation studios and one because oh, okay. So what were they upset about? Like, that sounds like they could kind of been cool. Yeah, there's some other cool Pokemon outside. We could potentially get like a Sandshrew or a Mankey. Which, the way I said that makes me think of Final Fantasy X-2, where they're like Mon-Key, because they had to figure out a puzzle, and they had to buy like a phrase, and their phrase was key, and they ran into another group, and their phrase was Mon, and they're like, Mon. They were like, Key? Mon? And then like there were a load of monkeys running around like, Mon Key. So the way I went Man Key reminded me of that. What? Japan propaganda? What? No, you gotta keep. You keep saying things, right? And it's just bringing me more into it. Like, I want to know more. I want to know. What? Did they do anything that was particularly Japanese propaganda-y? Or was it just the fact that it was an anime? Like, oh, God forbid. Japanese anime makers do a Star Wars. Whoa, no, what are we doing here, guys? Whoa, calm down. It's all people dumb, yeah. It's not just exclusive Star Wars people. People be dumb. Like, they can be smart in one instance, but they'll be very dumb in other instances. Oh. Zubat startled me. You saw that, he came for me. Came all the way at me. Aggressive. That was a very aggressive Zubat. There are only just the two? Let's go see what's going on outside. Oh, thank you. How's it go? I mean, I would say how's it going, but if you said you can't stay, then I won't keep you. But thank you for popping in and saying hi. I really do appreciate it. And have yourself a good day or night, whatever your day falls into. Yeah. I figured you meant Dad. Yeah, I can see that. Like, the conversations just turn sour and awful. It's not what you want. You wanna be into something. You want to be able to have like really cool conversation with people about it, and then they're just like, and then it turns out the thing you really like is Star Wars, and that the fans are very awful people. We don't like it, but we love it, but we hate it at the same time. But we claim we love it, but we really don't. Oh my God, it's awful, but we love it. Ah. That's my Star Wars impressions. Did you like it? So many Sandshrews here, dog. I kind of want to. Maybe I should go on. Maybe I should like start a catch chain on Sandshrews. Maybe I should. I don't know. What do you guys think? Sandshrew is pretty cool, shiny, with the green. It falls under my category of like Pokemon that are their shinies are vastly different, so it fits in that mold. There's the dude who is geode. Ah, Zubat. Oh no, he's attacking with Jingleberry. They probably could. They probably could. Like, if you wrote on it Star Wars episode, if you wrote on it piece of, on a rock, Star Wars the Empire Strikes Back. New Hope, that was weird. I almost said Last Hope. Like, that's not right. You put on it Star Wars New Hope. New Hope. No, I'm thinking of Force Awakens. I was like, am I like... No, that's why I'm getting confused, because like, it's practically the same film. Like, if you put Star Wars New Hope on a rock and be like, this is ice cream, and they'll eat it and be like, this tastes amazing, but then you give them ice cream and you're like, this is Rise of Skywalker. Like, oh my god, this is awful. Made sense to me, I think. I don't know. Do I ever make sense? Never do. Yeah. Like, it's a weird one, because it's like, it's not like they're being like, you can't like not play, but it's like, if you get a cool shiny or something, like, it's stuck there, you're never seeing that again. Though I wonder how it will affect the resale value of the DS and Game Boy Advance games and that, because there's a store near me. They still sell like DS and 3DS games, like secondhand, obviously, and the Pokemon ones are like still like 35 to 40 pounds. And I wonder if bank closing will decrease the resale value. You know what surprised me? I've not seen an Onyx. Like, usually sometimes Onyx pops up, it startles me, I get scared, I nearly poo my pants. With the havoc I've caused on it with the sweets I bought today that I was told to not eat all at once. And what do? I thought not eat all at once means spread it out over 3 hours instead of like 3 days. So like that very well could happen. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I know. Like, it ruins that. Also, I noticed, can't you have like XT Girl of Darkness and Colosseum on Switch 2? Like, are they home compatible? I think. Wow, those two. What? Oh man, those two Geodudes were like in sync for a while. Like that one of them was Justin Timberlake, the one that moved, the one in the front, and the one in the back was Joey Fatone. They're the only two members I can name. And the second one I can only name because of Impractical Jokers, because he showed up every now and then. See what the Happy Haps outside is. Let's go, McJingleberry. Let's see if we can find you a friend who functions with fresh air. Ideally a Mancua Sandshrew, but like I'll take anything. I just want a shiny. Yeah, that's kind of why I was asking about. I went into a Pokemon. That's why I was asking about Colosseum and Gale of Darkness having home compatibility with them having ports on the Switch. Oh, that's Sandshrews Cry. Okay. Hey McJingleberry, how we doing? You're doing fine. Seems to want to touch Boxman's wagging tail. You'll have to ask Boxman about that. Like, oh, is that why McJingleberry is always like lagging behind me? Because it's just like, check out Boxman's tail. Oh, it wags so much. Maybe I should go see if the Magikarp is shiny. Golden Magikarp, anybody? Probably not. They can if they put them separately, but right now they are part of an entire... Oh, okay. Yeah, like part of me was kind of thinking about doing that, because you know how we were doing Gale of Darkness? I had it on my flash drive, but I suppose the save file was on the computer, fit on the computer itself, and we got a new computer, so I started streaming on that new one, and the old one went upstairs. For a bit of personal use, like for some of the games I wouldn't stream, like Football Manager. I mean, I have streamed it, but Hollywood Animal. And like, I kept meaning to get that XD Gale of Darkness file off the PC and onto the flash drive and then over here, but I could never find the file. And recently I took that to factory reset because it was being really dodgy. So I was like, factory reset and it'll speed up a bit. And then I realized like 2 days later, like, oh, I've lost that save. So like I'm wondering about trying to, because I've still got the streams saved on my hard drive, external hard drive. So I'm thinking about potentially starting a file on the Switch and getting it to the point of where I was on the emulated game, and then we go from there. Like, that's an idea I've had. Man, these shinies are not very shining. Yeah, so many rocks. So many Dwaynes and Johnsons just flying around everywhere. Oh, he's trying to trap me. What's about? Why? Oh. Man. They're just everywhere. They're so everywhere. They're everywhere and nowhere all at once. What's that film? Everywhere and any... No, not everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere? No. Anywhere and everywhere? No. What was it? Anywhere and everywhere all at once or something like that? What's that film called? Everywhere... Something and everywhere all at once, I believe it is. Okay, what has it been, like half an hour? Should we start chaining something? Shall we start chaining a Pokemon and like just try and make do with that? because I can do this, because it's a thing I can do, I can start polls and all that lot, you know. So let's use that, shall we? I heard a thing. Yes. That'd be hilarious if I just briefly in between doing this, I just had a quick glance oh my god, that is actually a shiny. I heard a weird sound and I was like, that's not like a shiny sound, is it? Right? View the channel. Now I need to go on here, yes? And then I do a thing, I believe. I do a thing. I believe I have to do a thing. And this is the thing? Yes. Start poll. Should we start a chain? Should we start a chain? A capture chain. Should we or shan't we? Oh, let's see if we can find something down here. Maybe the shiny is super deep down underground. Clefable can be found down here. That's cool. I didn't realise that. That was a shock to me. I did not know that Clefable could be found down here. Or in this cave in general, the mountain. Clefable is a fabled Pokemon I never knew existed in here. Wait, that means I like Clefable. That's Clefable's a Clefairy that found a moonstone in here and then touched it. And was like, aha, I have the power. I am He-Man. I am master of the universe. Because it's from the moon, right? It's not from Earth. Yo, I kind of want a Pokemon game where we go to the moon. Because then Staryu and Starmie supposed to be space Pokemon. Give us that adventure. It doesn't have to be the whole game takes place on the moon. Just part of the game. We have now it's oh, you've got you can go to different, with Sword and Shield, it's you can go to a different map. With Scarlet and Violet, you go to a different map. Just give us have us go to a different map, and it's this is the moon. There's Pokemon you can catch on the moon, and they can introduce some crazy Pokemon. Ain't Elgyem and its evolution space Pokemon too. Do you want to check something quickly? This is a thing I can do. Is it a thing I can do? I probably can't, right? Unless... No, I don't think I can. No, I don't think I can do that. Okie pokey. Well, it's good to know that I can't do that. I'd like to be able to do that. Ah, okay, yep, cool. I reckon if I... Where are they, man? Let's start making the jingle sound. Like, I'm calling it out. I'm calling the shiny Pokemon out. Like, I want you at Mount Moonomania. Oh, the Pokemon. Oh, that was the shiny, wasn't it? I heard a Pokemon spawn. I didn't see it. I climbed up the ladder. Oh god, it's Moonomania. It's Moonomania, man. It had to be right. It had to be, yeah? Come on. Come on. Come on, shine for me. Shine for me, big boys. Or girls. Shine for me. Shine. Bright like a star. Shining so bright. Like the star that you are. I'm being mugged by Geodudes. No. Don't do that to me. Ah, Jesus. You get mugged by Zubats instead. That's it. Do you think the Geodudes are the one that are gonna get you? But no, it's the Zubats. They're the ones you gotta watch out for. Well, if I was a character who could, if this was a game where like your character could fall over, I'm pretty sure walking into a Geodude that has just spawned into the ground would be a trippable offense. He would have fell over, flat on his face. Pikachu would have gone like flying, yo. Let's see what's out here. Weirdly, considering there's a big patch of grass here, not many spawn. Unless it's because those ones on the right hand side are still technically kind of spawned. Oh, that'd have been hilarious if that was shiny. Think. I'm so tempted to just like buy the Magikarp and see if that will do it. And also, kind of not gonna lie, I saw Jingleberry getting stuck behind the fence, and I kind of almost got excited, thinking, "Oh, shiny Pokemon!" It's like, no, that's my shiny Pokemon. There's no need for me to be excited about that. I already have it. You're mine, Jingleberry. You're my shiny Pokemon. So, why are you messing with me? Nice, I'm glad we have an understanding. Don't mess with me again. Or you'll get it. Right. Jingleberry will get it. Come with me, McJingleberry. Let's find you a Pokemon play friend. Kind of wanna. Kind of. That's what I was like. What is that? It's a Spearow. Spearow. That's a rat. It's a filthy, filthy rat. Get out of my face, you filthy rat. Like, I know I said I'll take like any shiny at this point just so I can continue the game, but like we can do better than that, right? Surely. Mankey'd be fine. Geodude'd be fine. Zubat'd be fine. Sandshrew would be fine. Oh! Whoa! Whew! I got scared about that one Mankey and then the second Mankey showed up. Like, what are you doing? You know what, I probably could have dodged that Zubat if I didn't like panic and try and like duke around it. I just carried on the path I was. Could have been fine. I heard something spawn. Any one of those two Pokemon, Zubat or Geo, I just attacked Geodude. Geodude was just like popping in, just like, hey guys, what's going on? And I just like decided to like just ram him in the back, but not kind of. If any of you guys watched the Masters of the Universe film that just came out, because now that just made me think of the Ram Man jokes in that film. Am I the only one that watched it? Probably am the only one that watched it, yeah. Ooh, ah, dodged you. You thought you were slick, but you weren't so slick. I'm the slick one. Not so slick anymore, eh? Yeah, if you could hear the sound. You could hear the sounds and also like the not just hear but also feel what's going on in my belly right now. I should have eaten all them like pear drops all at once. I don't understand how I did not get that Onyx in an encounter. I literally walked on its tail. What was that, Pig? What was that? I heard a Pig? Oh, it's Geodude. So, did I see his tail rattling? Like a rattlesnake? If so, then that's a cool little feature. I'm thinking we might go start Capture Chain soon. It's close to an hour now, actually. And we kind of we need to move on. We need to move on. So, I've kind of got my eye on Sandshrew at the moment. I've just got it in my head like Sandshrew would be a wicked Pokemon to have, right? Okay, funny that I said that and now like no Pokemon wants to show up out here. Now I can't find a single Sandshrew. Why am I trying to dodge McJingleberry? McJingleberry's my Pokemon. Okay, we're going to start the capture chain. Means that poll shall end. Wow, I can't believe you did that to me. I chose you and you were like, no dog, let's not do it. Let's see if we can get like Sandshrew going. Oh no, Mankey's like, why you not pick me? I probably should like sit back because I don't even have to extend my arm very much and I will whack it on the desk, and I've done it already. And by it I mean the Switch controller. Right, we're on the capture. We are on the capture chain. McJingleberry has now reached level 14. Wow. Pokemon out here are going to be kind of weak. Kind of weak sauce, right? We'll put you out of the party momentarily, just so you don't get so much leveling up. Sentry's a cool Pokemon. I remember that episode of the anime where that dude was training his Sandshrew, and he gave his Sandshrew like that weird like, what do you even call that? I remember I was looking at the Dolph Lundgren master of the uniform when he was wearing one. It was like the weird like 2 rubber band things across the chest. That was a sick throw. So sick, you could call it excellent. Sandshrew, you son of a... That was an excellent throw, and you threw it all away. Maybe... Why there's like... It's almost like not many of them want to spawn. Because I've got a bit of a capture chain on the Sandshrew, I'm too scared to walk away in case, like, just as I get out of, like... Just as soon as that patch of grass leaves my eye shot, like, that's when the shiny shows. Sandshrew ain't even a rare spawn. Like, I was in the spot not long ago and there was like 3 Sandshrews just on the same screen. By the same screen, I mean my screen and your screen. So not the same screen, like on various screens. Rude. Attacking my Pokeball. What I would find hilarious if we found a shiny out here. Like, yes, we're doing the capture chain with Sandshrew. Doesn't mean it'll be a Sandshrew. But considering we were like, Mount Moon is like an iconic location between the first and second gym. We spent like 2 streams in Mount Moon trying to get a shiny. It would kind of be hilarious that we find a shiny outside of Mount Moon. I'm not sure if you spawned before or after the encounter, but I'm going to assume you spawned just before the encounter. So let's get another Sandshrew spawning, so then that will get the shiny odd. So over this way, see what's what. That's what's what. Mankey. On the prowl, on the attack. Let's head out here. Let's go over this way. See what's what. Let's have a look in the cave. Come back out. We've still got the sandshrew chain going. See, I don't know. I feel like inside of Mount Moon would be a good spot for sandshrew, but no. No, it's clearly not. Clearly not good enough. Sandshrew's just not good enough for Mount Moon, right? It's just outside of it. I feel like we were spoiled on the first stream getting our unofficial starter shiny. Well, our starter shiny, but our unofficial starter. Because that happened kind of like, what, with it, about an hour? Well, there's so many rats. Oh, I thought I timed that, but no, nope, I did not time that right. And breakout. Oh, I was hoping you'd go against what I wanted. That's an excellent throw, so you've got to stay in the ball, right? Thank you. It seems like these sandshrew, considering I'm catching them and they're like level, I mean, what was it? One of them was level 4. Like, considering they're so low leveled, I feel like the Pokeball should be more effective. I hope the sandshrew I get is not so low leveled. I might wind up having to continue the capture chain just to get it some levels so that it can like at least do something. Oh, I never considered that bush. Maybe a shiny Pokemon has been hiding behind that bush, like a fair whack, and I've just not noticed it. Alright, let's get some good luck here. I'm gonna make the shiny sound in the hopes it draws out the shiny Pokemon. Like, it hears this and it'll be like, wow, a shiny friend for me, right? And then it'll be a trick. And it'll turn out that it was me all along. Oh god, there's Sandshrew, get back here. Don't run past me. I could be your friend. Well, I can't be your friend. You're gonna be released, but like, you can help me find a friend? Not with that attitude, you won't. I just noticed my Pokeball's 169. Nice. Yes, I'm an immature child. I'm playing Pokemon, what do you expect? Sandshrew learned Sand Attack. Surely that should be its signature move, right? Come on, Sandy. Come on. Up here for me. No? Ooh. There you go. Sandy. Don't run away from me. Oh, come on. Wicked throw. Wicked throw. It's not often we get it first try. Sandshrew likes to break out. That level 8 one's going to learn Sand Attack. What if I could take on Misty with like an army of Sandshrew? I probably can't. They'd probably spend they'd probably have a better chance than the army of Geodude I had last time out. You know, I'm sure they're faster than Geodude. They're not quad weak to water, they're just weak to water. Hey, Charmander. How's it going, bud? Ah, sorry, bud. I'm after this one. See you later. Don't set the grass on fire. Or the bushes around. Just in case you're like, it wasn't the grass, it was the tree next to the grass. Don't do that. Don't do that either. Oh, he's about to run. He's about to run, I think. I think that was his running animation. Maybe, I don't know. I know he's done the spinning thing before, but he doesn't usually have... That usually takes away the circle, capture circle. That time it did not take away the capture circle. So like that could have been a running animation. Like an animation of like, I will run, I will bolt, and you will lose your chain, and you will cry, and you will be a big fat loser. And I'll be like, I already am before you did that, so like nothing changed. Let's head over this way. Oh no, the Charmander's gone. Nope, Charmander teleported. Ah, Mankey. Okay, Sandshrew has not appeared, so let's go over here. And I've noticed before how he bats away the tall grass. It's a huge Sandshrew. That was a lame throw. I was just like, whoa. And apparently my main character was just like, eh. Oh, gotta have more force than that, dog. I'm not sure if that spawned in before or after the capture. Let's head over to the other grass. See what's what, Mankey. Ah, Sparrow! They're attacking me. There we go. I was like, we're only having the one Pokemon spawn here. I know that one Pokemon was a pretty cool Charmander. This one's green, so why is it like level 2? I won't know, because I'm not going to see its level before it goes into the storage box, right? No, it's level 4. Oh. I know the other level 4 ones were green. See what I mean? That one, that time it span, and it, it was an attack animation. I legit thought it was going to break out. And I was legit going to be like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you being this way? I like that Sandshrew is now just like, let's just head over your way. Like, you're going to come for me, I'll come to you, let's make this painless and easy. I appreciate that. And it captured first try. If that was shiny, that would have been perfect. Like right now, my army of Sandshrews could not beat Misty. Underleveled. I feel like an army of Sandshrew would do better than an army of Geodude though. Ah, Charmander looked well happy. Was that literally one Charmander disappearing and another one spawning? Oh, no, it's after the rat. It's after the filthy filth the rat decided to leave. This is what I want from my Sandshrews. All the other Pokemon, leave me alone. Sandshrew, come to me. Come to me, my Sandshrew. Oh, insolence. I feel like that was an excellent throw, but what do I know, right? What do I know? What do I know? Nothing, it seems. Oh, right. Okay, Sandshrew. Seriously, bro? Let's just spawn him. If you could be shiny too, that would be amazing. Well, they've just disappeared, so something, okay. I get scared about moving on to the next patch of grass in case the shiny spawns like now in that patch of grass behind me. Scary thought. Get back here. Don't run away from me. I want to hit myself in the face eventually with one of these because I felt that one kind of like. So how cool would it be if I could like, if I could get, I'm here. I'll take any shiny I can get. Let's be honest. Then I can move on to through Mount Moon onto Cerulean City. But how amazing would it be if it was a Charmander? That would be cool as hell. Like, it wouldn't help with the next gym. Neither Sandshrew, neither Geodude, but I'd be happy with one of them. Don't think it'd be that helpful against Surge. Like, I just always felt like when I was a kid playing the game, like, Charmeleon would take an obscene amount of damage from Surge. Oh, dodged. 21 chain and we're still no shiny in sight. I don't know if that spawned in before. Probably spawned in before the capture. So I'm not going to go after it. Instead I'm just going to go over here. Guarantees Charmander always appears. Crazy. Okay, I just had a thought and I realised it's something I cannot actually do to make this easier on me. So there's that. No, wait. No, maybe I could. No, I was thinking about the... Was it the Future City thing that's instead of the Safari Zone with the Go Capture thing? That's for when you go from Pokemon Go to this game. If I put some Pokemon from home into this game, would I be able to get the shiny charm like now? Would I be able to just go back to Pallet Town and be like, yo, prof, shiny charm me, dog? That was what you would call an excellent throw. It's a lot of EXP. So all these ones when they get to level 12, they're going to learn a new Pokemon. They're going to learn a new Pokemon, learn new move. There's just some extra steps for me to like ensure we just move on as quickly as possible. But we're looking for a green Sandshrew, or a green rat, or a golden Charmander, or a slightly, I don't know, kind of yellowish Spearow, a greenish Mankey, a golden Geodude, kind of green-eared Clefairy, kind of lightly coloured Paras, a green Zubat. Yeah, there's quite a few green Pokemon, shiny Pokemon here. We're looking for anything as long as it sparkles and shines. But there's some Pokemon that would be higher on the preferred list. I mean, that was right on you, dog. That should not you should not have bounced. Now, there's the now residential Charmander that will be showing up every time. The resident Charmander, I should say, not residential. That's a completely different vibe. That's a completely different throw than I intended as well. So many different misunderstandings. There we go. I knew that would happen. kind of just want, just want a shiny now. I just want the shiny. Charmander looked super happy about them not being shiny, which I'm kind of like, can't believe he took that stance. Okay. We're near like the max odds without a shiny charm. Because that's like when we get to like capture 31. I'm like so close to releasing the ball. Right, number 30. State Centuries. Professor Oak's like, yo, he's on a... He's definitely like on a vibe right now. One of them flew away. I saw that. I think I'm safe to move on. Right, now we're at max odds for a bit. What we've got, like 30 odd Pokeballs. We've got, what I say, is it like 11 or 16 Great Balls? Right, okay, so we're about the 32 chain now. We've got like a full-on army of Sandshrew. Like, it's got to be soon. It's got to be imminent. Imminent, I say. Next Sandshrew. That's Charmander. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. It's Mankey. Oh, and the Mankey came from me. Okay, I was completely wrong with that one. Next Sandshrew was not the shiny Sandshrew. Oh, I got 25 Pokeballs. I thought it was like 30, 31, something like that. Maybe I just won't put into account like the ones that it broke out of. Alright, you caught Sandshrew. Thank you, I did that. Woo! I'm not sure if you were like spawned in before or after. Quickly check what the cave's saying. Maybe the cave's changed its mind. You know, the cave's like, yo, he's actually pretty serious about trying to get Sandshrew. Maybe we should like up our ideas up. But now I realise I'm gonna get like more Chansey. Like Chanseys are gonna be showing up. Do you think I want a shiny Chansey? No, I don't. Man, wouldn't it be hilarious if the Pokemon in this cave decided to get their act together because I caught like 30 Sandshrew from outside of the cave and they were like, oh well, let's actually like get our ideas together, do what we were supposed to do, and like shiny up. I thought no Pokemon has shown up. That is kind of concerning. Maybe that's hopeful. Maybe they're trying to shine. Maybe they're like trying to elect amongst them which one is going to be the shiny. Well, it's not that Geodude. Yo, okay, I really don't want it to be a Chansey because that Chansey had such a red ring. I want to get out of here now. I don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk the shiny being the Chansey. It's a risk I'm not willing to take, especially if it's like red ringing. Like, I had an Xbox 360. I know what that means. That means you oofed. There's a lot of Pokemon already. How is it when I'm like chilling here normally, like there's like not enough Pokemon? Sandshrew. Okay, this is like the third stream we've tried to catch the shiny around here. The other two were in the cave, and we like occasionally ventured out. This is the first time I've been like, let's actually hunt outside. Let's go for it. Let's get this done. I would like to move on. Come on. Rude! Why you be this way, dog? I'm here. I chose you. You know how many different Pokemon I could have chosen from? But no, you're the one. You're the one I chose, and you're just gonna bat my Pokeballs. What? The insolence. Bat my Pokeballs. You're gonna not show up shiny, and then you're gonna bat my Pokeballs away. It's not big and it's not clever. But you need to take a look at yourself in the mirror. You'll have plenty of time to look at yourself in the mirror because you're Professor Oaks right now, and then soon you're gonna be all like crushed up into. No, you're not gonna be able to. If the candies come because you get crushed up into candy, then like, yeah, you've not got much time to look at yourself in the mirror. Then I suppose you should start doing it now. That's a lot of experience points. I feel like I just feel like these Pokemon are messing with us at this point. We're being messed with so hard. Okay, you are about to run. Not sure if you noticed or not. I'm flagging. I'm flagging pretty hard. You know, considering a lot of these Pokemon I've caught were like level 6 and 7s and 5s and the odd 4. I know the one on the far right was a 4. So I was like, wow, that's a very low level Pokemon. Kind of shows how much Pokemon we've had to catch. But you know what also shows how much Pokemon we've had to catch? The capture chain counter. That also does it. Shall I head over to the next patch? I'll head over to the other patch grass. Yeah, let's do that. The Mankey's chasing me. The Mankey was chasing me, man. Looking like it wanted to chase me. So Charmander's going to show up. Clockwork. Clockwork. Oh, that went in a awkward diagonal. Okay, you are about to flee. Yeah, that was quick. That's a quick flee. That's a quick flee. What's going on? You are solid green, my friend. You should not be breaking out that. Don't know why that decided to entertain me momentarily. Okay, we're close to running out of Pokeballs. We've got a few great balls, a few premier balls, I believe, as well, too. Oh, you're fleeing. Okay, before it flees and breaks the chain. And that's the last Pokeball. we've got other options. We've got other options, but they're very slim options. So I feel like soon, unless this Sandshrew decides it wants to shine, we're gonna have to like reset. Let's work our way through the some premier balls. Alright, cause I'm true, not like it's a 40th. But yeah, congratulations. Awesome. Excellent. 19 of them, okay? That's Charmander. I have a feeling we're not going to find a shiny this stream. I'm going to have to spend the next stream still here. Still here. Unless someone wants to change the script. Turn that script upside down. Flip it around. Spank it a little bit. You know. Oh. Yeah, we're going to want to learn a new move soon. I don't know if you spawned in after or before. Probably before. So we'll head over here. Sentry's always trying to run, man. Run towards me. Not away. Not away. Alright, we've got 3 Pokemon wanting to learn Fury Swipes right now. 4 Pokemon. And then after the next capture, the other one's going to as well. It's tiny. So I reckon before we run out of these Pokeballs, we're gonna wind up at like a 50 odd chain. So maybe we'll see. We've already had like we've had like 15 spawn-ins at like 16 spawn-ins at like the maximum. Wow, we went from tiny to huge. Okay, I'm not sure if that was spawned in before or after. I know this one was spawned in after. I know that much for certain. Not got. Oh man, I thought I stopped it. Like that was such a delay. I stopped and they were like, oh, and then there was a delay on the throw. Got what? Nine balls left. See if we can get the shiny. See if the shiny wants to show up. I was gonna say that's a rat, but technically, aren't we after a ground rat, a sand rat? We're after a sand rat, right? Okay, I don't see. Another one has not been. Maybe. Okay, let's head over to the other patch. This one's coming with us. It's not an adventure for you, dog. Despawn, please. Whoa, nearly went into the Charmander. Right into its flaming hot tail. Oh, that would have been disastrous. I could have been on fire. So I'm clearly not on fire when it comes to, you know, catching the shot, getting a shiny here. Oh, that was a weak throw. Man. Oh, it bounced right off your chin. Or your nose? Would that be its nose? Kind of beaky. Wow. You broke out of a great ball. That's crazy sauce, bro. Why you gotta be that way? Okay. Okay, I think. How many got left? 5? 6? 6 great balls? Wow, the 3 Mankeys, that's a recipe for disaster. Like, we could have seriously been in we could have really had a problem there if those 3 Mankeys decided to lock. Wow, I thought I timed that to just pop off just before your animation and just after your animation ended, but okay. That's how you want it. That's how you want it. That's how you clearly want it, right? Okay, 50. We'll catch number 51, and we'll see what spawns next afterwards. Well, that one really wanted me. Okay, this next one needs to be shiny. Oh. Next one needs to be shiny or bust. Come on. Shine for me, baby. Shine. The wrong kind of rat, but come on. Okay. Well, it's looking like... Well, it's not even looking like. We will be ending another stream. Shinyless. This has been the 4th stream of the Let's Go Shiny only playthrough. First stream we did really well. We got ourselves a shiny Nidoran male. That was wicked. So we are struggling to find our second shiny. I'm contemplating how to go about this. I could just go through Mount Moon with our Nidoran. I fully believe in McJingleberry. McJingleberry could carry us through Mount Moon. We've then got after Mount Moon there is a patch of grass that we can shiny hunt there. I don't think McJingleberry could get us through the rival battle before the bridge. And to be able to hunt above Cerulean Sea, we've got to do the rival battle and we've got to do Nugget Bridge. I feel like that's a tough task to ask of McJingleberry. Then also that is a lot of experience being left on the table for another Pokemon. I do feel like a second Pokemon before we leave Mount Moon would be just amazing. That's what I want. I'm kind of contemplating the fact potentially the patch of grass on the left side of Cerulean Sea. That could be an option. Don't know what spawns there though, but I don't really think that matters. But yeah, we'll be back on. Well, it's Sunday today. Monday, Tuesday. We'll be back on Thursday. Now I've been contemplating for a while, potentially, because our next stream on Thursday would be over on Twitch. What did we do last time? We hunted shiny Latios. Yeah, it was just a regular bug standard shiny hunt. I'm contemplating potentially just doing this next stream instead of doing it every other stream. Especially considering it's just taken so long to find a shiny that maybe we should just focus a lot of attention on this, a lot more attention on this. But I think before we end, because obviously I'm going to be resetting the game, not the game, but like resetting my save so I can get all my Pokeballs back. Let's buy us the Magikarp and see if that's it, right? See if that's truly a wrap on this. Yep, it's truly a wrap. I'll see you on Thursday. Normally I would have it ready and